Good morning, good morning. So I'm making this video because I want to make sure that oh make sure before I go any further that you like and subscribe now or in the end of the video. It's up to you. So make sure you like and subscribe. But anywho, I wanted to make sure that I made a video about the real reasons that you're still single. And when I say single, and this list is mostly geared towards women, but it definitely can apply to men as well. A lot of these different things, but mostly I'm talking about women. I'm a woman, and these are things that I have seen or heard or experienced or or overheard or whatever the case is. I've seen these things happen to the demise of women so much. And yes, we know that some people are single by choice. Yes, we know that some people are single as in not married, but they're dating, and there are, one, two, three, 10 different, people interested in them. If you are a woman that does not have any or most of these 14 things that I'm about to mention going on, it's quite likely that you do have a few different men beating your door down to be with you, marry you, something, okay? You just haven't chosen them yet, or you slow walking them, or you dating as you should, and you're still technically single because you haven't made a choice yet. That's different. I'm talking about single as in the women who couldn't get a date to save their life, the women who if a man does ask them out, if a man does try to date them, it's short-lived and it doesn't go anywhere. It always fizzles out, ends in disaster. The women who, they go on one date and the guy never calls again or never wants to go out again. Maybe they go on 2-3 dates and then it's like cold turkey. Men are ghosting you, or maybe they initially were trying to get to know you, and the next thing you know, it flips script and it's all just sexual, but he's not trying to build anything else with you. This list is for you, okay? This list is for you. If you're one of those types of women, if you're experiencing that type of singleness, not I'm dating and having fun and I'm dating this one and that one and that one, and I'm just having a good time getting to know people, yay, and take my pick. When I'm ready, I know that they're gonna be, beating my door down with a ring. All right, that not that type of single. Single like you barely got prospects. Okay, you ran everybody away. Nobody is checking for you. That type of single. Okay, nobody's texting. Okay, we clear. All right, just want to make sure we clear on what type of single I'm talking about, because people get carried away with well, everybody that's single, some of us single by choice. No. All right, so let's get started with the 14 things. Number 1, feeling entitled. And again, this list can be for men or women. So I'm gonna try to still like tailor it to women, because it's really supposed to be, I'm speaking to the women because I know women are mostly the people who listen to these types of things anyway. But it's also can apply to men. Excuse me. So number 1 is feeling entitled. Number 2, feminist ideals and man hating due to your feminist ideals. People know when you really have disdain for them as you talk. It'll show. Let's see. Number 3. Morbid obesity or not. Let's see. I don't want to say ugly because there's some men like ugly, some women like ugly men. But I'm just saying, if you are extremely obese, there's some men, there's a pocket of men, and on the flip side, there's a pocket of women who really like people that are just as big. We watch My 600-Pound Life, they always got a man, okay? But for the most part, if your size is in the way of you living life, stuff like that, or if your physical appearance is off, it will be harder to attract a partner, or especially the partner that you want. Number 4, single parents, single mothers, single fathers. Okay, I'm gonna break this down because I know that's touchy. Lots of people are single parents. Okay, lots of people are single parents. So I don't want to make it seem like, oh, just because someone's a single parent, they can't land a person, because that is the furthest thing from the truth. It's really not true. But if you're a single parent that you always put your children before you having love, a man can't date you, can't do anything. You want to involve them kids. It need to be about y'all at some point, and you really shouldn't be meeting your kids early. Honestly, that's another video for another day. Just my thoughts. But putting your kids before the man, like, not making any sort of time for someone you're dating because you always have to have time for the kids. Maybe you shouldn't be dating, depending on how many children you got. Maybe it ain't the time. Maybe you might want to wait till they're all older and in school and ignoring you and living their own lives before you really embark on that journey. Because if you are working and you're always bogged down with, helping them with homework or what teams they're in, and you're soccer mom and all this kind of stuff, a lot of people ain't gonna have time to, work around that. Now, if you meet someone that can, great. But I'm just saying, your lack of time and putting and having to put that before your dating life can definitely impact you as a single parent. Also, with single parents, not accepting a man that also has kids. You got kids, but you won't also accept a man with kids. You really limiting yourself. Big time limiting yourself. Once we get past a certain age, especially in our 30s, and absolutely, going into the 40s, everybody and their mama got kids. Not everybody, like, every single person you meet. I've met more men down here, down south, that are of a certain age that don't have any children than I have ever met in my whole life being in the Midwest. Okay, but in the Midwest, it's cold half the year. What people doing in the house? Fucking. All right. Down south, it's warm. It's hot girl summer half the year. So I think a lot of men here be focused on different things during their younger years, and they not necessarily all focused on, having kids, making a family, whatever. They've been enjoying their life. Or maybe they're more selective with the women that they deal with. So therefore, if they're selective with the women they deal with, they not making no babies here, there, and everywhere because they're more selective. Okay. But if you are a single parent and you have children, or male or female, You might want to be willing to accept someone that has a kid. The age of the kid, the situation with the kid, all of that, that's up to you and how you handle things. It's up to you and what you're willing to deal with, your age and stage in life, and stuff like that. But you cannot sit up here and have 3 kids, they, 4, 5, and 6, and you meet this man that's got a kid or two, and you like, you can't have no kid, but you got, okay, let me move on. Single moms that don't enforce respect of the man around their kids. So if you letting your kids disrespect a person you dating, it's not gonna go well. It's just not, and that's either or, male or female. And also being a single parent and selfish, where um, you're just thinking about yourself, just the kids. You don't think about the other person. Selfishness, period. Overall, whether you have children or not, is a great way to stay single. All right, because people will walk away when they learn that it is all about you and never about them. Number 5, hoe tendencies. Now, men do marry hoes. We know this. I ain't gonna say no names. Kim Kardashian. I ain't gonna say no names. But men marry hoes all the time. Okay? And I like me some Kim K. But I'm just saying. We know what we see. They do. All right? Women marry hoes all the time as well. Okay? Women go make children with hoes, be with them, in love with them. Okay? So, but I'm talking about whole tendencies while you in a relationship. Once you start dating somebody and they start seeing that you got whole tendencies, that will make them shy away from you. And we know what whole tendencies is, being promiscuous, it's cool for a person to know that you're dating more than just them. But you shouldn't be sleeping with all these people. And if you is, they definitely shouldn't all know that you sleeping with all of them. Okay? Because at that point, that coochie not special no more. Just in a nutshell, it's not. Requiring money for your time. That's a hoe. I'm sorry, but you's a hoe and you treating them like a John. And if you're a man that, is one of these womanizing, swindling men, because that's how I feel about men who want money from women. I'm sorry. That's whole tendencies. Every time you get with her, it's got to be she paying for something. Whole shit. It is what it is. A person that's draining. Someone is not going to want to continue to be around you, and they know that every single time they see you, they gotta spend some money. They can't just see you and just see you. Y'all can't see each other and just have a conversation. Y'all can't see each other and it be something that is, not expensive. Y'all can't see each other and it's gotta always be something lavish and over the top every time, or he gotta actually be giving you some money just to see your face or just to have a conversation with you. Like, you doing too much. It might be cute in the beginning, but every single time, yeah, people get tired of that real quick. So, number 6, believing that you are the prize and the other person is not the prize. And this could be the man believing that they're the prize and that the woman should just be so lucky to have him, or the woman believing that she's the prize and the man should be so lucky to have her. You are looking at that person as they are less than you, and that's not okay. Nobody wants to be viewed in that way. And also part of that is like always waiting for the other person to win you and you never trying to win them. You want them to do things to win your heart, but you don't do anything to win their heart. You want them to make nice gestures and give gifts and give you compliments, and be there, do little things for you to help you. And oh, he knew I needed this and he went and got that. Like, you want them to be at the store and see some shit that you said something about that you like, and then present it, but you never do that, even some small stuff. And we know men really not that expensive with stuff that they want sometimes. um but let's just say, or maybe you're in just a dating stage with someone and you don't feel like, oh, well, I'm just going on dates with you, I shouldn't necessarily be getting you stuff. But still, there's ways for you to try to win the person. Do you ever text first and say, good morning? Or I was thinking about you, how was your day? Or it's not like it doesn't have to be anything monetary. It's just showing that effort, because you also believe that they too are a prize and something great to have. Number 7, being mean or just downright evil. It's a lot of people that's just mean. And I always wonder, like, why? Y'all know it takes so much energy to be mean. It takes more energy. It's a scientific fact that it takes more muscles in your face to frown than to smile. And I guess people love using them muscles, working them, because they're just mean. Or you could be the type of chick that's, you smiling, but you mean. You know, what they call it, a resting bitch face. If you always got resting bitch face, I don't know. You better not be a for real bitch up under there. And you better have some good kinds, some genuine qualities with you, because after a while, nobody gonna want to be bothered with your mean ass. Okay? Deliberately doing mean things to a man or woman that you're dealing with and the people around you. You could be sweet to him. Oh, honey, baby, ooh, you know. And y'all go to the restaurant, waitress gets something wrong, and you, what the fuck, bitch, with your stupid ass, or what? You know what I'm saying? You turn around and you saying something very mean or derogatory, or you're very rude to other people. People watch that, and same thing with men. If a man is really, nice and oh baby and sweet with me and stuff, and then we go somewhere, somebody bump into him, somebody get an order wrong, somebody do something, whatever, and they going off, or somebody ain't did nothing wrong and they just mean and surly to people that they barely know. Like, where's your kindness? What kind of heart do you really have? Is this who you really are and you putting on for me? That's what they gonna think. So don't be mean. And I can go deeper with the mean thing, but we know what meanness is. Being hurtful, not considering other people's feelings, being an asshole, all those things. If that's who you are all the time, they'll get tired of it. Number 8, controlling, telling him or her what to do. They're not your kid. You can give suggestions. Y'all can have conversations. Y'all can brainstorm together. Y'all can think of different things. But if you get in a relationship, and this is one for, like, once a person gets in a relationship and it never continues to work, and you right back at square one and single by yourself, maybe you was controlling. Maybe you was trying to control the situation all the time. You were trying to control the conversation all the time. Or you were trying to tell them what to do all the time. They can't make a decision without your ass. They can't wipe their ass good without asking you how to fold the paper, because you controlling. Especially if, if they're in your house or something, which to me, a man shouldn't be going to live in a woman's house. But that's another live for another day, because that's a rabbit hole I don't got time to go down right now. I got shit to do. But controlling. Number 9, Disrespectful. Not respecting him or her. And when we talk about women, not respecting him as a man, like not respecting his leadership as a man, not respecting his thought process as a man. If he's speaking, if a man is talking to you, let's say you're on a date and he's, not necessarily pouring his heart out, but shit, just talking about what the fuck ever, talking about his job, talking about his kids, talking about a situation, whatever it is, or some past shit, anything, and you interject, that's disrespectful. Same way if it's vice versa. Same way if it's flipped. You talking and he keep interrupting you. That's disrespectful. It's showing that you don't have any respect for them. You're showing that you don't care what all they have to say. Especially if you're doing this shit where you're like kind of going back to the selfish thing. Even though they're two separate words, they go hand in hand. They start talking about something that happened at their job, and then you be like, "Oh, that happened to me too," because I remember they ain't even done with their story, and you talking about some, "Oh, because let me tell you, me." Disrespectful. Yes, I just made a new word. Disrespectful. Okay. Number 10, cheap. Just cheap. Refusal to pay for anything ever. Like, man can't even get a birthday gift. And if he do it some bullshit. You never going all out for this person. Never have went all out for a person that you was with. Guess what? They probably moved around to somebody who would. Okay? You've never, you never do anything significant for them. You know, you never, here's something. If you go on a date with someone and you don't even offer to get the tip, or even to say, even if you're not necessarily trying to do it, maybe just say, "Hey, do you want me to get the tip?" Not do you need me to, because he don't need you to do shit. He 9 times out of 10, he already supposed to got it anyway, if if you're dating him. But to say, "Do you want me to get the tip? Like, do I need to do this?" Most of the time, a man is going to be like, "No, baby, I got it," or whatever. But it's going to stick in his mind that you even ask, that you even care to try to assist, do anything. Or, do you ever like contact them and say, "Hey, let's go do blah, blah, blah," you know? But being cheap, giving cheap gifts. Anything regarding like just being cheap. It's one thing to be frugal and you're budgeting and you're getting different shit together and there's reasons behind you not spending certain amounts of money. Okay. But you got it and you just cheap. That's turn off. Because they're going to be looking at the future. Is this my future with this person? Is my future with this person? I ain't never finna get shit significant. Okay. Number 11, not a friend or friendly. He can't call on you about problems. You're not fun. You boring. He can't enjoy himself with you. Y'all can't go nowhere because you got your fucking mouth stuck out. You being a brat or whatever. You just not cool. You're not sociable at all. Now, it's one thing, if both of you are super introverts, again, we shouldn't be trying to get with people that's way, way, way too opposite than us, because that ain't gonna work. You a super introvert, they're super extrovert. At some point, there's gonna be some clashing there, because the super introvert is gonna be like, "Well, why are you leaving me to go kick it with them?" And the extrovert is gonna be like, "What the fuck are you talking about? I'm having fun, YOLO." So there needs to be some balance there, of course. But I'm talking about like just being his friend, like being able to Be a safe space for a person, because that's what friends are. They're a safe space for us. We can vent, we can talk to them, we can be transparent. Um, if you're not a safe space for that person, you're not a friend. You're not friendly, and that is not going to last. What do they say? What is the one of the great sayings about marriage? You should marry your best friend. You can't be his friend. You probably not gonna end up being his wife. You can't be her friend. You can't be something for her to lean on and talk to, like, just in being herself. Just in her and not like you're a therapist or anything, but just allowing her to just be her. You can't be her friend. It's not gonna go well. Number 12, overbearing. Doing too much. Can't mind your business. Inserting yourself in his life, especially with men that's got kids and baby mamas or ex-wives. That overbearing shit is huge. Huge. And there's a lot of women that's overbearing. And it's usually be women that's overbearing. I'm sure it's some men that are too, yes. But I see this so much with women. Oh my God. Just too much. Always over the top. Always like nagging. Always got something going on. Just, oh my God. Inserting yourself. Like his baby mama calls, ex-wife call about the children. You didn't decide to date this man that got these children. Okay. You knew what it was. And then they contact them, and you, who's that? What's she doing? What's she talking about? What she has said? Mind your business. Mind your business. I'm sure he will tell you if it's important for you to know. And if you don't trust them, 'cause that's where a lot of that overbearing shit comes from. You trying to put the pressure on a person because you don't trust them. So you feel like if you can't keep them and their actions in a little box of what, suits you and what makes sense to you, that they got to be doing something. But again, that's another lie for another day about trust. But definitely being overbearing, doing too much, can't mind your business, inserting yourself into his life business regarding his children and previous relationships or whatever with the baby mothers or ex-wives is going to be problematic. You're going to start problems for him. Because what if you insert yourself into his life and say you pop up in a conversation or something like that, or you get to cussing her out and stuff because they got into it before, so here you go, nah, she's gonna get a piece of my mind, and the next thing you know, now he can't see his kids for months, and now he got to go back to court and go through some rigmarole just to be able to do that, because you done pissed the other person off with your antics or whatever. That's a problem. Being overbearing is detrimental. Number 13, insecurity. Unaddressed insecurity. You will attract someone who is a user, who wants to basically pimp you, who is just a shitty individual, a narcissist, stuff like that, when you give off the energy that you're insecure. They might even marry you or whatever, but 9 times out of 10 they not. They're gonna use you though. They're gonna try. They're gonna see where they get in at. If you're giving off that you're insecure, it ain't gonna go nowhere good. If you're giving off that you're insecure once you get into a relationship, it's not gonna last. Because if you so insecure, they can't go nowhere, they can't speak to nobody, They can't be at a meeting and somebody tap them on the shoulder, hug them, anything. They can't be the highest version of whatever that they want to be, because of course the more successful someone gets, the more attention that they may receive from others, and you don't like that because you're insecure. Let your man become, famous, or do something that merits, people coming to see him or anything like that. If you're insecure, you're not going to be able to handle that, and the relationship won't survive. Period. Number 14. Number 14 would be women who, and this is not just women, men too, again, needing therapy. Needing therapy and not going to get it. For a myriad of reasons. People need therapy for all types of reasons. People need to be talking to a counselor, somebody, for all types of reasons. Whether it's, you're dealing with PTSD, you're dealing with any type of PTSD from previous relationships, or and these could be, romantic relationships, family relationships, work relationships, anything. If it has affected you and given you so much trauma to where it's changed a part of who you are or something like that, you need to be getting help for that. You need to be talking to a professional. Needing therapy and not getting it, that'll cause you to do what? Start talking to anybody who will listen about your problem. Either that, or you gonna be shutting down and in a shell and holding it to your chest and always in your head about what it is. Either way, the relationship is not going to flourish like it should if you are not getting the help that you need in the right way, or talking and sorting it out with the right people. Your partner is not necessarily meant to be your therapist. Yes, you all can talk things out and stuff like that, but if you bringing that old unhealed mess into your relationship and they got to keep dealing with this time and time again, you was cheated on in the past, and now every time if he go to the bathroom, is it a bitch in the bathroom? Get some help. You dealing with your feelings of abandonment from other family members, or your parents, or previous relationships, or whatever, and it's causing you to, every time he leaves the house, when you coming back? What time you getting off of work? You gonna be here? Get some help. You can't even just live life and enjoy it because you on the edge. Your mind is racing with different things that have hurt you, or have, negatively affected your life that you have not dealt with. Get some help. Do that shadow work. Figure out what's going on in the inner part of you that is making it difficult for any and everything that's happening in your life. What's happening in the deep parts of you that are making you feel certain ways, or say certain things, or be certain ways, or attract certain types of people. Figure that out. But those are my 14 things. I'm just going to recap really quick. I wrote these down a while ago. I'm trying to see if I put a date on this, on when I wrote this. I know it was a long time. Oh, shit. This was back in like 2020, 2021 that I wrote this all down. Okay, so number 1, feeling entitled. Number 2, feminist ideals or man-hating. Number 3, morbid obesity or poor physical attraction. Number 4, being a single parent, single mother, single dad. Number 5, whole tendencies. Number 6, believing that you are the prize and they're not. Number 7, being mean or evil. Number 8, controlling, telling him or her what to do. Number 9, disrespectful. Number 10, being cheap. Number 11, not being a friend or friendly. Number 12, being overbearing. Number 13, being insecure. And number 14, needing therapy that your ass not getting. I hope somebody learned something from this, and y'all have a beautiful, blessed day. Like and subscribe. Toodles. Free game.